An investigation is underway after the search for a man and his 3 young kids tragically ends.
27-year-old Kyle Mormon, along with his 1, 2, and 5-year-old children, found dead. They were pulled from a pond on the city's south side just late last night.
WRTV's Nikki Dementri is live near that pond near Bluff Road and Troy Avenue.
Nikki, we know you've been following this story since the very beginning. What is the scene like there tonight, and what are you learning?
Mark and Nicole, good evening. First of all, I just want to say that this loss is felt not only by friends and family, but the entire community here. I want to bring your view over to a small memorial that started right at the pond's edge. I spoke with the man who started that little memorial here. He tells me he lives in this neighborhood. He doesn't know the family, though, but he too is a young father, and he too brings his kids to fish here, and he can only imagine the pain. Now, one thing is clear with friends, family, the community, it's the same. There are so many questions right now, so many unanswered questions. A Spider-Man fishing pole, tire tracks, glass, they're all remnants at this pond off of Bluff Road in South Indianapolis on Wednesday morning. Hours earlier, the pond here was the scene of a recovery mission. Nearly a week to the day that the Mormon family was last seen, their bodies were recovered by divers. Family first reported 27-year-old Kyle Mormon and his 3 children, 1-year-old Kyron Holland, 2-year-old Kiana Holland, and 5-year-old Kyle Mormon II, missing on Saturday. The 4 were last seen last Wednesday night around 11 when Mormon told family he was taking the kids fishing.
I was taking my last breath to get them back home.
And that's exactly what family did. The pond off of Bluff Road was the focus of their search after they learned Mormon's last phone location. IMPD earlier noted they too searched this area with drones and by foot.
Kai is 5. He's the smartest little boy I know.
Now I've spoken with several family members, including Kyle's mom and the kid's grandmother, during and since the recovery. They're all in shock, devastated, and are asked for privacy at this time. Although IMPD would not directly answer any specific questions we have about this investigation, Chief Randall Taylor did share his thoughts on how the case was handled.
I really can't comment too much on it, but our prayers are certainly with that family, and Godspeed that they can get through it. But we'll be looking into it to see what actually happened there, and what things we need to look at in the future. If there's anything different we could have done. I don't know that there was anything else that was going to stop that from occurring, but we'll certainly review it.
Again, there are so many unanswered questions here, not just by family, friends, and the communities, but by us as well. Now, some of those questions include: when were police out here searching? Where were they searching? How many times did they search? And if there was anything more they believe that could have been done to solve and help bring justice to this family during this time.
Nikki, hopefully some of those answers come out in the next few days here. You did mention that police didn't talk about the specifics of this case, but they did talk to you about what goes into a missing persons case. What did you learn from that?
So they talked about a lot of different things except the actual specifics of the case, as you mentioned. Now, we talked about what goes into a missing persons case, staffing issues, transparency. They tell me more resources are always needed. Right now, that missing persons unit has 7 detectives. Again, they could always use more help. I did directly ask them, and Commander Matthew Thomas, I should say, with IMPD, I directly asked him, some community members across the board have been feeling that IMPD could be doing more. I asked him for his response.
Well, we look forward to continue to listen to our community and work through any different perspectives we have. But what we find is a lot of times those align, and we just need some opportunities to sit down, have a discussion, and really gather feedback.
Again, police did ask us not to ask anything specific to the Mormon family case. Live in South Indianapolis, Nikki Dementri, WRTV.